Hi guys, and welcome to another ASMR video. So in today's video, I went to a card store where I bought the box of boosters for the Assassin's Creed series. And I know that they sold singles, and so I thought to myself, well, I could spend another 160 and buy another box and see if I can find the cards that I'm missing. But chances are I'm going to end up with 80% duplicates anyway. So would it make sense to just see what singles they had? And if I could spend roughly 160 bucks on the singles they had, that would ensure me 100% of what I was missing. So I ended up spending $210 with tax. These are the cards I got, and let's see exactly what they're worth. Hopefully I got a good deal, I don't know, but even so, remember, I'm a collector, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So the first card that we have is the non-foil of the Capitoline Triad, the regular card. It's a 7/7 legendary creature. It's a god artificer. Now, one thing I did find out from the guys at the store, and it's something that I didn't know, the different colors, which I knew that the colors determined the rarity, I just didn't know what color meant what. So black and white are pretty much commons. Gray is an uncommon. Gold is rare, and orange right here is a mythic rare. So obviously mythic rares you'd figure would be worth more than any other card, but we'll see. This, I believe, was like $8 for the foil version. So, but anyway, the Capitoline Triad, mythic rare, it's a 7/7 legendary creature, god artificer. Those who came before. This spell costs one colorless mana less to cast for each historic card in your graveyard. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Exile any number of historic cards from your graveyard with total mana value 30 or greater. You get an emblem with creatures you control have base power and toughness 9/9. So, let's take a look at what the regular version of this card is worth. Capitoline Triad. So this is worth, the regular version, $4.01. And actually, as we go through this, let's see if any of the prices have changed. And they have, big time. So we'll update as we go. So the foil that was originally $8.03 went down to $5.64. So let's update that. Okay, the next card is the foil of Assassin Gauntlet. This is an uncommon. This is a foil that obviously I was missing. So it's an artifact equipment. When Assassin Gauntlet enters the battlefield, attach it up to one target creature you control. Tap all creatures target opponent controls. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Equipped for 2 colorless. So the foil of Assassin Gauntlet. Alright, well, the regular version was 99 cents. Let's see if that's gone up or down. Assassin Gauntlet. Let's see. So the regular card stays the same. The foil is worth $1.78. So let's put that in. Alrighty, next card up is I think this is a regular version of the card. Let's see. Yes. No, it's the foil. It's the Jacob Fry foil card. It's a 3/2 legendary creature, a human assassin. Partner with Evie Fry. When this creature enters the battlefield, a target player may put Evie into their hand from their library, then shuffle. Whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat damage to a player, exile up to one target assassin card or card with free running from your graveyard. If you do, copy it. You may cast the copy. So this is the foil of Jacob Fry. The Regular version was 99 cents. Let's see what the foil is worth. Okay, so Jacob Fry is still 99 cents. The foil is $1.92. So let's add that in. Okay, next up we have a foil of Phantom Blade. It's an artifact equipment. When Phantom Blade enters the battlefield, attach it to up to one target creature you control. Destroy up to one other target creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has menace. It can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, and the equip cost is 2 colorless. So we have the foil of Phantom Blade. The regular version was $1.25. Let's see if that's gone up or down, and if the okay. So the foil is $1.20. It's the regular version still $1.25, but the foil is 5 cents less. So we got that. Okay, next up we have the foil version of Roshan Hidden Magister. It's a 4/4 legendary creature, a human assassin. This is an uncommon. Other creatures you control are assassins in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Face-down creatures you control have menace. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you draw a card and you have 1 life. And you lose 1 life. Sorry about that. So Roshan was originally $1.94. Let's see what the foil's worth. Roshan Hidden Magister. Okay, so Roshan is now down to 99 cents. So that went down big time. That changes to $2.97. We lost about half the value on that card. The foil is worth $1.21. Alright guys, we are up to $10.12 so far. We now are $200 away from making our money back with what we spent. But here is an uncommon. It's a foil version of Origin of the Hidden Ones. It's an enchantment saga. As this saga enters and after your draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. So number 1, Origin of the Hidden Ones deals 4 damage to any target. 2, create 2 1/1 black assassin creature tokens with menace. And 3, whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace that's tapped and attacking. So the regular version of this was worth $1.17. Let's see if that's gone up or down and what the foil is worth. So the regular one has gone down 2 cents to $1.15. So that's we lost 4 cents on that card. But the foil is worth $1.49. So let's add $1.49. Alright, next up we have a foil version of the Palazzo Archers. It's an uncommon. It's a 2/3 creature, a human archer with reach. Whenever a creature with flying attacks you or a planeswalker you control, Palazzo Archers deals damage equal to its power to that creature. Makosa, shoot the flying demon. Palazzo Archers foil. Alright, so the regular version was worth 84 cents. Let's see if that's changed at all. No, it's gone up. It's now $1.07. It's gone up in value. Well, that's huge. So we have 3 of them at $1.07. So that puts us to $3.21. And then the foil version is worth $1.49. All right. So let's add $1.49 to our running total. And here we go. Next up, we have the foil card of Adewale, Breaker of Chains. It's an uncommon 4/1 legendary creature, human assassin pirate. When Adewale enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put an assassin, pirate, or vehicle card from among them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, you may return Adewale from your graveyard to your hand. So, the regular version of him was worth 99 cents. Let's see if that's gone up or down in value. Breaker of Chains. Okay, so $1.30, so it's gone up. So now we're at $3.90 there, and the foil version is worth, let's see, $1.04. So nothing to write home about on the foil. So we're going to add $1.04 to our total. Okay. Next up we have a foil, I believe, of Basim Ibn Ishaq. Let me just double check. Yes, foil version. This is a rare card, 2/2 legendary creature, human assassin. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Basim Ibn Ishaq can't be blocked this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Whenever Basim Ibn Ishaq deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Haunted by memories he never had of a family that was never his. So, the regular version of the card was worth $3 as a rare. Let's see what it's worth now in the foil. So it went up a penny. The regular card is worth $3.01 now. And the foil of the card is worth $3.74. Pretty good. Okay. Let's add $3.74 to that total. Alright, next up we have the foil card of Haytham Kenway, which is also a rare. It's a 3/3 legendary creature, human knight, protection from assassins. Other knights you control get +2/+2 and have protection from assassins. When Haytham Kenway enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls until Haytham Kenway leaves the battlefield. So we had the original copy. It was worth $1.55. Let's see if that's gone up or down. It's $1.53. It went down 2 cents. And the foil version is worth $1.36. It's actually less than the regular copy. Alright, next up, we had a copy of this card, or we had this card, I should say, and it was worth $7.39, but now we have the foil of it. And it's an uncommon that was pretty pricey. Brotherhood Regalia. It's an artifact equipment. Equipped creature has ward at 2 colorless mana, is an assassin in addition to its other types, and can't be blocked. Equip legendary creature for 1 colorless mana. The equip 3 colorless mana attached to target creature you control. Equip only as a sorcery. An assassin's best armor is not being seen. So let's see if the regular version is still as high as it was. And I'd be interested to see what the foil version is. Okay, so the regular version is still $7.39. The foil is $8.35. So that was a good chunk right there of our money back by getting that. We're up to $26 now. Alright, next up is a card that we didn't have either of. So I'm happy to get it. Both the foil and the rare, foil and the regular. They're both rare. It's Mjolnir Stormhammer. It's a legendary artifact equipment. When Mjolnir enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. Then Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tapped creatures that opponent controls. Equip is 4 colorless mana. So we have the regular and we have the foil as well. So I'm really pumped to see exactly what this is worth, if anything. Let me make sure I type this right here so we don't waste time. MJOLNLR Stormhammer. Okay. No, I typed it wrong. Of course I did. Because it's not LR, it's IR. Silly. Alright, let's do this again. MJOLNIR Stormhammer. Alright, so the regular version is $3. The foil is worth $4.22. So that's $7.22 we just got there. Alright, next up we have a card that we did not have before. It is the foil version of it. It is a mythic rare. It's Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine. It's a legendary artifact. When Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine enters the battlefield, exile all creature cards from your graveyard. If you tap Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine, you can exile the top 3 cards of your library. If you tap 4 colorless mana and tap Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine, put a creature card exiled with Yggdrasil onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. So, let's see what this mythic rare is worth. Hopefully decent amount of money here. Hopefully. So, YGGDRASIL Rebirth Engine. Okay, it is worth, the foil version at least, $9.80. There we go. That's good for us. So we're now up to $43. We're about a quarter of the way there for our money back. Alright, the next card is an uncommon. It's a foil version of Coastal Piracy. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Mighty kind of these fellows to keep our riches safe for us. Let's go thank them properly, says Edward Blackbeard Thatch. So the foil of Coastal Piracy. So let's head down to where that was. There it is. The original card was worth $1.63. When I say original card, I mean the normal version. It is now worth $1.45. So it went down. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it went down. So it lost 18 cents, and I had 6 of them. So let's put this over here, $43.25. We're going to put that there. And then we're going to do this. $1.45 times 6 is $8.70. So let's update that dollar amount. Let's throw $43.25 back on the calculator. And the foil version of Coastal Piracy is worth $2.58. Okay. Next up, we have the foil version of Temporal Trespass. It is a mythic rare. It's a sorcery. It has Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1 colorless mana. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile Temporal Trespass. I do not wish to speak with you, but through you. You are the prophet. You've played your part, says Minerva. So the mythic rare regular card was worth $3. Let's see if that's still the case. Spelled it wrong, of course. Here we go. Okay, so The regular card is worth $3.05, so it went up 5 cents. That's good. The foil is worth $4.35, so that's pretty good. So let's add $4.35 to the total. All right, next up we have the foil version of Conspiracy. It is an uncommon. It's an enchantment. As Conspiracy enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, says Deimos. So Conspiracy, the foil. So the regular card was worth $1.64. I'll take a look and see if that's still the case. Okay, let's see here. So the regular card is $1.64. That's the same. The foil is worth $1.75. So add that in. Okay, next up, we have the collector's cards. But the thing of it is, these are actual, from what the guys told me at the store. My app calls them collectors, but they're really not collectors. What they are expanded art cards. Okay, they don't have a border. They're basically expanded art. They are found in the collector's boosters. A ton of them were. And the collector's boosters you can't really find anymore because they had serialized cards that are worth a fortune in there. And they only made a certain amount. So the only way you could find them is by buying them on eBay, the cards themselves, or unopened sealed packs, which I haven't looked at, but I imagine go for a pretty penny. But this is the foil version of Mary Read and Anne Bonny of the extended art. So it's a 3/3 legendary creature, human assassin pirate with haste. If you tap Mary Read and Anne Bonny, you draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you discard an island, pirate, or vehicle card, create a tapped treasure token. Pirating might be seen as a man's life, but I guarantee it's the most liberty a woman's going to find in this world, says Anne Bonny. So let's find the extended art foil of Mary Read and Anne Bonny. And this card is worth $3.99. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is worth... Well, I don't know. Okay, this is interesting. The regular one's worth $3.99, but then there's two. There's a 120Z, which I don't know what that means, and then a foil. So one of the cards is worth $2.65. The other card is worth $37.84. I don't think it's the 37. No, it's definitely not. That doesn't, I don't think, look like my card, does it? I don't know. This is interesting. What is this? 120Z. Number 120Z. I don't know what this means. All right, I'm gonna go. I don't know what to do here, because I don't think this card, if it's this, I don't think it's 37. There's some borderless foil. I see $11 on here. Ah, boy, $7. I don't know. 30. Oh, now it says 436. So what just happened? This 37 is not real. All right, I'm going to put $4.36 on there. That's so weird. Because now it's changed to... Oh, okay, they just updated it. It was 37. It's now all the way down to $4.36. So it must have been an incorrect price to begin with, I assume. All right. Next up, we have a regular extended art card of Evie Fry. Says I have a foil, but I don't have a price down. All right, so Evie Fry is a legendary creature, a human assassin, 2/1. This is a rare, I think. Yeah, this is a rare one. Partner with Jacob Fry. If you tap one colorless mana and tap Evie Fry, draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a creature card this way, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. So it says I have the foil, and I probably do. I just updated my spreadsheet, and I might have forgotten to put the number in. All right, well, here's the deal. The regular version that we just got is $2.74. The foil is $3.13. So $2.74 and then $3.13. So I'm going to add $2.74 to our running total. We're keeping track. We're up to $59.03. The next card is the extended art version of Alexios, Deimos of Cosmos. It's a foil, though. It is an uncommon 4/4 legendary creature, human berserker with trample. Alexios, Deimos of Cosmos attacks. Hold on 1 second here. That could have been bad news. My charger was not charged, was not plugged all the way in. My laptop almost shut down. Good thing I noticed. Now it's charging. Okay, so it's a 4/4 trample. Alexios, Deimos of Cosmos attacks each combat of Fable. Can't be sacrificed and can't attack its owner. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player gains control of Alexios, untaps it, and puts a +1/+1 counter on it. It gains haste until end of turn. Alright, so the regular version of this card, the non-foil, was $1.82. Let's take a look and see if that's the same. Okay, the extended art is now 306. No, that's the edged foil. Hold on. The regular is $1.78, so it's gone down 4 cents. So it's gone down overall 12 cents, which would be $5.34. The extended art foil is $1.98. So let's throw that in there. We'll add $1.98. Okay. Next up, we have this extended art card that we did not have before. It's a foil version of it. It is looks like a rare one. It is Aya of Alexandria, a 4/3 legendary creature, a human assassin. It has menace and lifelink. Whenever a stored creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. So Aya of Alexandria, the extended art foil. And it looks like it is worth $3.04 for that one. Okay, let's add 304. All right, next up we've got another card that we did not have before, but it is the foil version. It's Hatham Kenway. This is a rare. Yeah, it's a rare. A 3/3 legendary creature, human knight. Protection from assassins. Other knights you control get +2/+2 and have protection from assassins. When Hatham Kenway enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target creature that player controls until Hatham Kenway leaves the battlefield. So let's take a look at the foil version of Hatham Kenway, the extended art. And he is worth $1.81. So let's add $1.81 to the total. Alright, next up we have Xiao Jun. Oh, no, we don't. We have the regular version of Connor. I'll just call him Connor. It is a rare. Yeah. He is a 3/3 legendary creature, human assassin. As long as Connor hasn't dealt damage yet, it is hexproof and can't be blocked. Whenever Connor deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. When you do, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then attach it to that token. Alright, well the foil version of him, he was worth $3.40. So let's see if that's still the case, and let's see what the regular version of the extended art is worth. Okay, so it looks like, yeah. Okay, so the regular version is $3.40, and the collector's now is up to $3.66. When I say collector's, I mean the extended art foil. So that went up 24 cents. That's cool. But let's add $3.40 to our total. All right, now we have Xiao Jun. We had the regular card. Now we have the extended art foil version. This is an uncommon. It's a 3/3 legendary creature, a human assassin, with leap strike. As long as it's your turn, Xiao Jun has flying and first strike. Also rope dart. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Xiao Jun deals 1 damage to each opponent. So let's take a look to see if, now the regular extended art version was 99 cents. So let's do this. Xiao Jun. Assassin's Creed. Okay, so the regular version still 99 cents, and the foil is $2. So let's throw $2 there. And let's add 2 to our total. Okay, now, next card is one we did not have, but we have the foil version of it. It looks like a rare to me. Sean and Rebecca Agents, 4/4 legendary creature, human assassin, scientist, with vigilance. When Sean and Rebecca Agents enters the battlefield, search your graveyard, hand, and library for a card named the Animus and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle. If you tap Sean and Rebecca Agents, you can add whatever that is, and when you do, mill 2 cards. So, you see that little icon for yourselves. Let's see what this is worth. Sean and Rebecca Agents, the extended art foil. And the extended art foil is $2.40. $2.40. So let's put that in the thing. Let's add it onto our total. All right, next card up is the Shay Cormac extended art foil. We have the regular one. This is an uncommon 1/1 legendary creature, human knight rogue. Tap 1 colorless mana. Permanents your opponents control lose hexproof, indestructible, protection, shroud, and ward until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, put a bounty counter on that creature. Whenever a creature with a bounty counter on it dies, put 2+1/+1 counters on Shay Cormac. So, the regular extended art was worth $1.37. Let's see if that's still the case. It is, and the foil is $2. So let's add $2 more to our total. Okay. Next up, we have another extended art, but the regular version of Rest in Peace. This is a rare. It's an enchantment. When Rest in Peace enters the battlefield, exile all graveyards. If a card or token would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Requisite in passe, says Ezio. Okay, so Rest in Peace, extended art version. It is worth, let's see here. That's the etched foil. This is $2 and, no, it's the foil. I need the regular version. The regular version is worth $1.75. Okay, let's add $1.75. Alright, next up we have both the extended art and extended art foil of this. It is a rare. It is What Must Be Done. It's a sorcery. Choose one. Let the world burn. Destroy all artifacts and creatures. Or you can release Juno. Return target historic permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it if it's a creature. So we have the regular extended art and the foil extended art. Let's take a look at those. What must be done? Okay. So the regular extended art is worth $1.50 and the foil is $2.09. So $1.50 and $2.09 is $3.59. Our running total is an even $81 right now. We're 181, 91, 201, about $129 away. Alright, next up we have the extended art foil version of Desynchronization. It is a rare, it's an instant. Return each non-land permanent that's not historic to its owner's hand. History cannot be changed, and the Animus is not kind to those who try. So Desynchronization. Let's see what that is worth. Desynchronization. Ooh, my spelling is horrible. Let's fix this. DESYNCHRONIZATION. Okay. So the extended art foil of that card is $4.11. Good for us. That's a big one. That moves the needle pretty decently. Okay. The next card is the extended art regular version of Black Market Connections. It is a rare. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, choose one or more. You can sell contraband, which creates a treasure token and you lose a life. You can bay information, which means you draw a card and you lose 2 life. Or you can hire a mercenary. You can create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling, and if you do that, you lose 3 life. So Black Market Connections, the extended art version, the regular one. Black Market Connections. Okay, this is worth $14.80. No, that's the foil. That's the foil. Hold on one sec. The regular is $10.42. Okay. Not too shabby though. We're almost to 100. We're almost about halfway there. Almost. Okay, the next card is the extended art regular version of Conspiracy. Enchantment. As Conspiracy enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. It's also a rare. Creatures you control are the chosen type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, says Deimos. Alright, so Conspiracy, the extended art regular. Conspiracy. Okay. Let's go back up, and there's a million of these. Let's see now, here we go. All right, so the extended art regular is $1.69. Is that what this was? I think so. Okay, so yeah, $1.69. So let's add that to our total. Okay, next up we have the extended art regular and extended art foil of Royal Assassin. They're rare. It's a 1/1 creature, a human assassin. If you tap Royal Assassin, you can destroy target tapped creature. There have always been people who lust for power and control, and there have always been people who oppose them, says Darius to Cassandra. So we have the extended art regular. We also have the extended art foil. So let's look those up. Hopefully they're worth something. Let's see. Okay. So the regular version is worth not a lot. It's $1.77 for the regular and $1.92 for the foil. So $1.77 and $1.92. Well, we've finally reached $100. We're at $100.91. And we probably got halfway to go, maybe a little bit less than half. The next card is the regular version, which we did not have, obviously, of the Spear of Leonidas. It's a rare legendary artifact equipment. This is the extended art version. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose one. You can Bull Rush, it gains double strike until end of turn. Summon, create Phobos, a legendary 3/2 red horse creature token. Or Revelation, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. And the equipped is 2 colorless mana. So the Spear of Leonidas, the extended art regular version. It is worth, it looks like $2.65. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's add 265. Next up, we have both the extended and foil version of Excalibur Sword of Eden. This is a rare. We have the regular extended art and foil extended art. So this is a legendary artifact equipment. This spell costs X colorless mana less to cast, where X is the total mana value of historic permanents you control. Equipped creature gets +10/+0 and has vigilance. Equip legendary creature for 2 colorless mana. So the regular extended art and then the foil extended art. Excalibur Sword of Eden. Here's hoping for a decent amount of money. Okay, decent. So the regular version is $13.73, and the foil is $14.21. So $13.73 and $14.21. So let's add both of those. $13.73, $14.21. $117.29. Let's do that. So $117.29 plus $14.21. Okay. All right. Next up, we have the extended art regular version of Mjolnir Stormhammer. It is a rare legendary artifact equipment. When Mjolnir enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. The Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tap creatures that opponent controls. The equip cost is 4 colorless. So let's take a look, and hopefully this is a rare. Hopefully it's $5 or more here. MJOLNIR Stormhammer. And the extended art version is worth, I don't think it's going to be much. Yeah, $4.16. Okay, could be worse. I was hoping for $4, I think I said, so I got what I wished for. $4.16. Alright, the next card that we have, let me add $4.16 to this. We're about, I would say, $75 away from where we need to be. We have, these are special foils, okay? These are what they're called etched foils. It says special in my app, but they're actually called etched foils. So, this is an etched foil of Reconnaissance. It is an uncommon enchantment. Tap 0 colorless mana. Remove target attacking creature you control from combat and untap it. If you activate during end of combat, the creature will untap after it deals combat damage. The hidden ones were disciplined and patient, always waiting for the perfect moment to strike down their target and escape unnoticed. So, an uncommon etched Reconnaissance. Let's see what this is worth here. Let's go to RECONNAISSANCE. Okay, this is worth $5.24. Yep, that's good. We needed that. $5.24. All right, the next card is another etched foil of a rare What Must Be Done. Sorcery. Choose one. Let the world burn, destroy all artifacts and creatures, or release Juno. Return target historic permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it if it's a creature. So this is an etched What Must Be Done. So let's take a look and see what that is worth. I'm hoping we're now at the etched, I believe, for the most part. So hopefully these etched foils are decent. This is not good at all. $2.19 for that one. Is that 184? It is $2.19. Alright, the next one is another etched foil. And it is Desynchronization. It is an uncommon instant. Return each non-land permanent that's non-historic to its owner's hand. History cannot be changed, and the animus is not kind to those who try. So Desynchronization, etched foil. Let's take a look. Desynchronization. Okay. $5.91 for that one. Is that 189? It is $5.91. That's big. Let's add that to our running total. We're at $149 even. Alright, next up is another etched foil. It is Eagle Vision. It's an uncommon. It's a sorcery. Free running, 1 colorless, 1 island. Draw 3 cards. No mark remains hidden, and no secret can be kept from an assassin possessed of this unique gift. So, Eagle Vision. We have an etched foil Eagle Vision. And Eagle Vision is $3.36. Okay. Next up, we have another etched foil. It's Eevee Fry. It is a mythic rare. No, it's a regular rare, I'm sorry. 2/1 legendary creature, human assassin. Partner with Jacob Fry. If you tap 1 colorless mana and tap Eevee Fry, draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a creature card this way, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. For every mission, there is a right way and a wrong way. Barging thoughtlessly into combat is more often than not the latter. So Etched Evie Fry, let's take a look. It's a rare Evie Fry. An etched version of her, $1.79. Okay. Next up we have an etched copy of Murder. It's an uncommon. It's an instant. Destroy target creature. Before our final act, I would like to toast all you brave people who joined us tonight to celebrate life and death, says Maxwell Roth. So an etched foil of Murder. Let's see. Is worth $1.48. Let's add that to the list. Alright, next up we have another etched foil. This one is a Phantom Blade. It is an uncommon. Okay. Artifact equipment. When Phantom Blade enters the battlefield, attach it to up to one target creature you control. Destroy up to one other target creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has menace, and the equipped is 2 colorless mana. So an etched foil of Phantom Blade. Let's take a look. Phantom Blade. Etched foil is worth $1.47. Alright. The next etched foil we have is the Spear of Leonidas. It is looks to me a regular rare. It is a legendary artifact equipment. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, choose one. Bull Rush, it gains double strike until end of turn. Summon, create Phobos, a legendary 3/2 red horse creature token. Or Revelation, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards, and the equip is 2 colorless mana. So the Spear of Leonidas etched foil. Let's see, we're hoping for some decent amounts here. The etched foil is worth... Oh, we actually have art card values now on this website, so we may be able to take a look at those at the end. The etched foil is $4.08. Alright, let's add 408 to our total. Okay, next up we have an etched foil of Hunter's Bow. It is an uncommon artifact equipment. When Hunter's Bow enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. That creature deals damage equal to its power to up to one target creature you don't control. The equipped creature has reach and ward for 2 colorless mana. The equipped cost is 1 colorless mana. Not all glory is won with an axe. So, etched Hunter's Bow. Let's take a look. And it is worth $1.97. Okay. Alright, next up is an etched foil of Adewale, Breaker of Chains. It is an uncommon 4/1 legendary creature. Human Assassin Pirate. When Adewale enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put an Assassin, Pirate, or Vehicle card from among them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, you may return Adewale from your graveyard to your hand. So Adewale, Breaker of Chains, etched foil. Adewale, Breaker of Chains. The etched foil is worth $1.23. Alright, the next etched foil is a mythic rare, Cleopatra, Exiled Pharaoh. Hopefully this is worth something. It's a 2/4 legendary creature, a human noble. Allies. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target legendary creatures. Betrayal. Whenever a legendary creature with counters on it dies, draw a card for each counter on it. You lose 2 life. Know thy enemies as thy kin. So Cleopatra, Exiled Pharaoh, the etched foil. Hopefully it's a big one. Cleopatra, Exiled Pharaoh? Yeah, Exiled. There. Pharaoh. It is worth $5.58. Not what I was hoping for, but not horrific either, I guess. Okay. So $5.58. We are now up to $169.96. We're basically $40 away with a few cards left. Next up is another etched foil. It is a rare Hatham Kenway, 3/3 legendary creature, human knight, protection from assassins. Other knights you control get +2/+2 and have protection from assassins. When Hatham Kenway enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls until Hatham Kenway leaves the battlefield. So Hatham Kenway etched foil. And it is worth $2.36. Okay. $9.96. Next up, we have an etched foil of the Jackdaw. It is a rare. It is a 4/4 legendary artifact, a vehicle. Whenever Jackdaw deals combat damage to a player, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each artifact you control. Crew 3. Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. Well, hey, roll and go. Says Randy Dandy O. It's from that song. Jackdaw etched foil. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the Jackdaw etched foil is worth $2.50. Not looking good. Alright, next up we have an etched foil of Connor. It is a rare. He is a 3/3 legendary creature, human assassin. As long as Connor hasn't dealt damage yet, it has hexproof and can't be blocked. Whenever Connor deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. When you do, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then attach it to that token. So an etched Connor. Let's see what he is worth. I'm going to make sure I spell this right. We got RATONHNHAKETON. Alright, the etched foil is worth $2.49. We're about $33 away. Next up is an etched foil. It is an uncommon Reconstruct History. Sorcery. Return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target enchantment card, up to 1 target instant card, up to 1 target sorcery card, and up to 1 target planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Reconstruct History. Animus Initializing. Loading memory sequence. So an etched Reconstruct History. I'd say we have maybe 3 or 4 cards left to try to get Reconstruct History, to try to get to $210. Reconstruct History is worth $1.88. Alright, next up we have another etched foil. This is a rare Sigurd Jarl of Ravensthorpe, 3/3 legendary creature, human warrior, vigilance, trample, and lifelink. Boast, 1 colorless mana. Put a lore counter on target saga you control or remove one from it. Whenever you put a lore counter on a saga you control, put a +1/+1 counter on up to one other target creature. And now we will sail for further shores, to my true purpose. Sigurd, Jarl of Ravensthorpe, please be worth a decent amount of money. $1.80 for him. Okay. We're at $180.99. $210 is what we spent. And we have, we got 5 cards left. Okay, well, here's one of them. It is another etched foil. It is uncommon. Terminate. Instant. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Freedom is not given, Caesar. It is taken, says Aya of Alexandria. So let's go to terminate etched foil. It is worth $2.51. Alright, next up is another etched foil, and I have high hopes for this. The regular card was $7. The foil of the regular, I think, was $9 or so, maybe $10. This is an etched foil of Brotherhood Regalia, an uncommon. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature has ward, 2 colorless mana, is an assassin in addition to its other types, and can't be blocked. Equip legendary creature for 1 colorless mana. Equip 3 colorless mana. An assassin's best armor is not being seen. So, the Brotherhood Regalia etched foil. $15.31. That was big. That, my friends, was big. Just want to make sure it's the correct card. It is $15.31. That got us halfway to where we needed to be. And then here's another high hopes for this. This is a rare. It is an etched foil. Excalibur Sword of Eden. Legendary artifact equipment. This spell costs X colorless mana less to cast, where X is the total mana value of historic permanents you control. Equipped creature gets +10/+0 and has vigilance. Equip legendary creature, 2 colorless mana. Forged to end the Isu's war, wielded by humans to wage it. So Excalibur Sword of Eden. Let us hope that is worth some decent money as an etched foil. Excalibur Sword of Eden is worth $17.99. That is gigantic. So we are now up to 200. We've already passed. We've passed what we needed. We've got a good deal here. With tax, I paid $210.10. We are up to $214.29, and there's 2 cards to go. So good job, me. Got lucky. An etched foil of Abstergo Entertainment. It is a rare. As soon as I can pick it up here. Okay. It's a legendary land. If you tap it, you can add whatever that symbol means. If you tap 1 colorless mana and tap Abstergo Entertainment, you can add 1 mana of any color. If you tap 3 colorless mana and tap Abstergo Entertainment, you can exile it and return up to 1 target historic card from your graveyard to your hand. Then exile all graveyards. We make history yours. So the etched foil of Abstergo Entertainment. Is worth $3.01. And the last card, I'm interested to see. It is a, how do you call it here? It's the last card in the extended art series. So it is the foil of Hidden Blade. An artifact equipment, it is rare. Flash. When Hidden Blade enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. If that creature is an assassin, it gains Death Touch until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has first strike. equip 2 colorless mana. So Hidden Blade is the last card, and it is worth, looks like $3.63. Yep, $3.63. So our grand total, $220.93. When you subtract 210.10, we made out in the positive $10.83. And now, if we add up all of our cards that we have, minus the art cards that may finally be on price charting, and minus the token cards, our grand total, we have a collection that is worth, including all the duplicates, we are at, let's see, $1,159.75. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. The video game roleplay will be coming very soon. I've gotten all that set up. Just need to film it. But I appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.